All right, guys, we are at vlog number 7. Uh, and that is a good thing because that would mean that I've been doing these vlogs for 7 days in a row, except for yesterday. It doesn't count because we didn't have electricity for the past 4 days, and I didn't have enough battery in my phone to be able to upload it yesterday, so I had to upload yesterday's today. So then now this is today's today. But I'm really pumped because I have a tendency to start things and then not finish them. And I'm not doing that with this, at least for 7 days, so I'm just gonna keep taking it day by day, so I'm super pumped about that. I'm hoping that like this turns into just another habit that I do that is just like a form of therapy for me. Um, like I'd encourage you to like, even if you don't think of yourself as someone who likes talking to a camera or is on camera, um, like you're the perfect candidate to do this because like I when I first started like filming myself and taking videos, because I really like how I look and how I sound on the camera because I know that I just get better and better and better. But at first, like when I first started, I would do like, and I shit you not, like 40 takes just to post 1 minute on Instagram. Like I would never do these like long formats because I was too self-conscious. Like I thought that you have to know what you're gonna say before you say it. And like I could never plan out 15 minutes of conversation perfectly. So I would just like, that would freak me out. So I was only doing like 1 minute videos just for like Instagram's sake. Um, and then that has just led me to do more and more stuff. Like sometimes now I don't even post these videos or like the videos that I would do because it was just a way for me to communicate to myself, and a way for me to hear myself. Like I said, it's just a form of therapy. Like I have an idea and instead of writing it down, some people will write it down or maybe make a voice memo or something, or I don't know what else other people do, but I would instead just pull out my phone and video record me of whatever rant that I was on because it's just easier for me that way. Like instead of like I like writing too because then you can perfect and you can kind of mold and you can create this sort of thing with your words. You can erase and delete, but when you're on video, when you're in conversation, you don't get to say, "Oh wait, I didn't mean to say that." Erase that from your memory. You know, it's this constant sort of flow, and I use that flow when I communicate with people, and I that is my communication style. Sometimes use too many words, and it's um, sometimes, yeah, I use too many words, but I'm also learning that like that is something that I do, and I'm just learning my way of communication. Um, so yeah, I would encourage you to do something like this if you're feeling like nervous with how you sound or how you look on the screen, and especially if you want to like be someone who wants to be on the screen. Like you're just gonna have to get over that fear because that's something that I want to do as well. Like I always had this dream of being a motivational speaker. Like, you know, I've been put into a lot of like leadership positions over my life, and I really just love that like that rah rah like energy. And maybe that's why I talk the way that I do because I'm not really thinking about words, even though my mind wants to be perfect with my words, but my body and my emotion, if I can just relax in my mind and just talk and let myself be who I am, people can really feel that energy, and I really enjoy that space. I just have to get over the fear of what that means for me, and I'm constantly learning that. So so yeah, that's a big bonus um like thing this week, is that I've been doing these for 7 days in a row. So that's awesome. Another thing that I'm super pumped about is that I finally finished my posture workshop. Well, it's not really a workshop. it's more designed to be like a program that someone would do for like 30 days, which I'm going to actually walk us through what that program is. I think that would be fun to just share with people. And I say people, but I have literally no views and I have 1 subscriber, and I actually love it because when I make these videos, I don't care who's watching it. It is literally just for me, but I'm just sort of making my audience in my head right now. So yeah, I'm gonna share it for all of you guys. Okay, but one thing I wanted to say about this program that I did. So I'm also involved in this program called The Industry, which is out of Port Huron, Michigan, and it's a business group that really leads you to yourself and discover. Like, it's just more self-discovery and getting you to unlock those parts of yourselves and making like a business out of it. And it's very financial based. Like what I've learned is that you can make money doing the things that you love to do. Like, that's it, and that's the point. Like, we're not here to have a 9-to-5 job of something that we don't like. Like, we're here to figure out what our personal like strengths and weaknesses are, and make a career out of those things and those habits and those things that you're passionate about. So one of the things that we learned in that program a couple weeks ago, no, it would have been last week. We meet up every Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. So not yesterday, Tuesday, but the week before that, it was there was like a leadership workshop thing that we did. And one of the questions was like, do you, yeah, one of the questions was, do you like write down your goals? And I don't know, in my mind and my inside, I just kind of laughed and I kind of cowered, and I was like, no. And I said it out loud, like, no, I don't. Like, but I knew when he asked that out loud that I knew that it was going to be something important. That's why I kind of cowered, because I'm like, shit. I don't write down my goals, man. I just have goals, but they always get lost. They're just kind of out there, like, yeah, I want to do these things, and then they don't get done. And I realize that by making this program, actually, I won't go that far yet. I've realized, because one of the things he said was, well, make sure, like, he's like, you gotta write your goals down, and you gotta put it on paper, and you gotta give yourself a day that you want it completed, and make it realistic, and then make it happen. That's how you accomplish things, is by putting it out there and then getting it done. Like, and I interpret it as like, dude, that's so totally right. Like, I just think of how many goals I've had that like it's okay that I didn't do it. It's no big deal. And I realize I think I don't write them down, because then I have to do them. I have to do them, and I sabotage myself so much. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll have these goals. I want to build this life. I'm not going to put it on the paper, because then I actually have to be responsible. Then I have to actually do something about it. And I don't want any of that. I just want to have this vision. I want to have these dreams, and I don't want to do anything about it. God, even just fucking saying that feels so refreshing and good to know that that is literally going away. I don't want to be in that space anymore. Like, one of the things in the program is like, you have to take your Myers-Briggs personality assessment. And I'm an INFP, which I'm not going to go into that in this video, but essentially an INFP is very dreamy, and they don't like structure and routine. And like, as I'm reading that, I'm realizing, yeah, that's totally me. I just like to dream, and I have a vision, and I try not to think that I live in like a delusional world that's not connected to reality. I try not to think that's true. But over the past, couple months, I've just really tried hard to be like, okay, is that being delusional? Like, am I just being like living in this fantasy? Like, and that's clear to me that if you just dream and you don't write anything down, you don't do anything about those dreams, if you don't take a stand towards the things that you want, then you're not going to make it happen. And it is delusional. It is delusional. Because you're living this life that you think you're living in your head, but you're not doing anything here. At least that's what it is for me. That's what I've learned for me. That is no harm to anyone who might be experiencing something similar to what I just described. That is just what I've learned through myself. So I've talked a lot longer than I wanted to on that, but with these last like 3-4 minutes, I'm just gonna go oh wait, I didn't even finish. I'm getting way ahead of myself because I'm so excited. The point of all of that, what I just said, was that last Tuesday, not yesterday's Tuesday, last Tuesday, I wrote down a goal that I was gonna make this posture workshop by next week. And today is, or no, by the 19th. By the 19th of October. And today is the 18th, and I finished it the night before. And I realized that if I didn't set that date, that I wouldn't have made it happen. Because tonight, I sat there and I realized, and I was telling my girlfriend, I'm like, babe, I gotta get this done tonight because I told myself last week that I would do it. And she was like, well, like why are you stressing yourself out about it? Like, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, well, it's not that I'm not like stressing myself out about it, but I realized like, if I don't accomplish this thing, like I'm not gonna build credibility within myself. Like if I don't do this thing that I said I was gonna do, it's just gonna be one of those things that just float in the ether that don't ever get done. So I just wanted to like get it done. And I realized, well, I made it to be accomplished tomorrow. I don't feel 100% about all the stuff that I have, but I'm just gonna like not rush through it, but just like stop being a perfectionist about it. And I'm just gonna get my ideas and I'm gonna let them flow. And that's what I did.